name is Justin James, and I am peeing in excitement right now. Literally. I'm very excited because we're going to be playing a very cool game created by Mycl himself, and we're very excited to share that with you today. By the way, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'm I'm Chris Vizo, and I will be in the place of Chris Vizo tonight, playing a role-playing game with Mycl Barber.
And that would be a good lead-in, a good segue. My name is Mycl Barber. I'm here to be the arbiter of this game tonight, which I'm very excited to bring to you. It's totally experimental. We're making up the rules as we go, so we'll see how that goes. We're going to need, for those of you that don't know, we have got a very good Facebook group that give us a lot of good feedback, give us a lot of good comments, and if you're not part of it, you should be part of it. And the ending of this game is going to be determined by the Facebook group. It's going to be based off an anime that my daughter made me watch. It's called Death Parade. It was directed by, let me see if I can read this, Yuzuru Tachikawa, produced by Takio Tsunoki, written by Yuzuru Tachikawa, music by Kotaro Tanaka, brought to us by Madhouse Studios. It was first released March 2nd, 2013, and it runs approximately 25 minutes. If you're into anime and you haven't seen it, give it a shot. I thought it was kind of interesting. And if you're into anime and role-playing, I thought it was kind of an interesting concept that we can give a try. For tonight, we'll be using rules based on the Pathfinder role-playing game, which is available free online. Check it out, because certainly go ahead and buy the books, because it gives you all the flavor, all the fluff, great art, and it's always nice to have something physically in your hands. But if you just want to try it out, everything is free online, pretty much, from that company. It's an incredible company. I'm also a big fan of their miniatures.
Yes, you have a lot of...
You already have a few miniatures?
I have a few of their miniatures, yes.
You should show us some.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see my miniature?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see your
miniature. I don't know if I can show that online. And
well,
by the way, that would make this an 18-plus program.
That is right. It is an 18-plus program. So if you guys, if you're watching this right now and you're afraid of foul language and
or seeing my miniatures,
then this isn't the show for you. But before you leave, if you don't want to watch an 18-plus show, make sure you like and subscribe. And
that way you can continually leave in the future.
Exactly.
When the video comes out.
That reminds me. I got to post a comment here for tonight's game thing, because people will need to know where to go to do that.
That's right. Yes, the comment.
So you guys, talk amongst yourself whilst I do this.
Oh,
right.
Justin talk?
Yes, I will talk. We got a few things to go over before we jump into Mycl's game, which I'm excited for. First off, I would like to just point out that we're missing a member tonight. Our good friend Harlan is away tonight. He's at a concert, which, I mean, concerts are kind of cool, but, I mean...
Where are his priorities at, really?
Where are his priorities at? Well, I mean, priorities aside, he's missing out. He's missing out on a good role-playing adventure, so...
Right.
So, that's where he is tonight. What were you going to say, Mycl?
I was going to say, in all fairness, we don't know that yet. We're just playing. We're trying it out.
Oh, it's going to be good. Gonna be good.
I've got high hopes for it. I'm excited. Next thing, I think it's time to move on to our most valuable post. Oh, you know what? I realized what's missing. I just realized it's missing. And... Yes. Well, yeah.
Not that one.
Oh, yes.
Those. Well, let's do this one. Most valuable post. Holy crap! That raises the energy so much. Yes, this week's most valuable post, we decided to give it to, drumroll please, Bob Lyle. That was the wrong one. Oh, which one is it? Which one is it?
Because we find him very intimidating.
Yes, yeah, Bob Lyle is very intimidating. Bob Lyle posted a suggestion on the Facebook feed about an idea where we run a campaign using one of the systems, but instead of having just one GM, we rotate as GMs between the four of us, which I thought was a really, really cool idea.
Yeah,
And so
I mean,
hopefully,
I think it's great when people post these things because it does get our creative juices flowing, and even me and Mike were having conversations, and Mike put up a poll about some ideas we had for some co-constructing of ideas and changing things up a little bit. So anytime any of our Invictus broodlings, as Evan would like me to say, comes up with something like that, feel free to post it. You might just get some XP for it. So our most valuable post for that this week was Bob Lyle, but make sure you keep sending that type of feedback because we need it. We need ideas. We're going to run out.
Close second. Close
And it'll
second.
just be more than talking for 3 hours. That's going. Well, it's still pretty interesting because that guy is very interesting.
he is an interesting guy.
Yeah, no, I'd be fine with that. Just to hear his
Mike?
I was just going to say, close second was Chris Lawrence, I believe, for his post, giving us some help with the Star Wars references.
Yes, Chris Lawrence, thank you very much for those resources. I haven't had a chance to take a look at them yet. I've been a little swamped with what I want to do for you guys for the experience and how to spend it for Star Wars. And that actually is a good time to move on and tell you guys that the experience system that we have in place for Star Wars has been posted to our Facebook page on the sidebar. And after the show tonight, I will be doing a formal post on the Facebook feed that you guys can take a look at. But it is instructions on how to spend experience points in the Star Wars campaign. So if you haven't yet, take a look at that. And it is a little... It's more than what we have done in the past. It's a little bit more involved than the regular uses of experience points, but and it isn't fully finished and fleshed out yet. But I'm hoping that this will be a great experience through the 6-week campaign to flesh it out and figure out exactly what everybody likes. So we'll be looking at that a bit more at the end of tonight's game. But other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Do you guys?
We don't have a poem right now. We don't have a Call of Cthulhu shout-out, tweet shout-out. We got nothing right now. It's kind of a casual game tonight. I think we're going to have a good time. With
Nice and relaxed.
That's good. Let's start, Michael. I'm excited.
I'm already on second beer.
Oh, my goodness.
So, and you guys have spent time with me. You know that 2.5 years I'm passed out. So
Yeah, we get to take advantage of them.
that's why they've seen my miniature collection.
That's right.
All right, so the other thing I just want to say for tonight, we're going to keep the XP very simple. There are going to be some D20 rules. If you guys want to spend XP to help either, who do we got, Kent or Sophia, just give us a post on the Facebook under the post comments for tonight's game here. 1 XP per addition. So if you want to add 5 to the roll, it's going to cost you 5 XP. If you want to add 10 to the roll, it's going to cost you 10 XP.
And since Justin's no longer here with us, you might as well just help me the entire time.
And same thing, if you want to give them back a few hit points, if they're starting to drag or need help, same thing. 1 XP per hit point. It's all up to you guys where these guys end up tonight. That said, are we ready to go, or do we got more to do?
No, that's it.
No, I think we are ready to go. I'm just lining something up right now. Is this a frightening game that we're playing today, Mike?
Is it a what?
Is it a frightening game?
I don't know. Am I supposed to be looking at that little circle hole thing?
No, this is nothing. Ignore my head. Is this a frightening game?
No, not particularly. Not particularly.
Oh, okay. Well, then this is going to be the inaugural start to this session. Commence.
Benjamin.
Whatever that is. Who did it?
Kent, you find yourself in an elevator. And you see the elevator is going up. The doors open, on the 15th floor. Sophia, you find yourself in an elevator. And as you watch the lights go up, you see that the doors open on the 15th floor. You open up. Let's see if I can do this here. And before you, let's see, where is this? Where is my screen share?
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, I know. I'm so bad at this part. Where's the screen?
So I'm on an elevator.
Yeah.
And I admire the fine, the mirrors, the beautiful mirrors that are lining the elevator, and I take note of my reflection, and I see that I'm a little dirty. I'm a little grimy from my last job, but I don't really think much of it. It is a very nice elevator, though.
Do we know how we got into the elevator? Do we know where we are?
Point.
Am I alone in the elevator, or is there another gentleman with me?
All right, you know what? Screw that. I'm not sharing that, am I?
Use your words, Michael. What do we see?
Okay. As the elevator doors open, you see a very rich bar set out before you. As the elevator doors open, you see a lot of rich cherry woods, a lot of oaks, and there is a very long bar going at the bottom of some stairs. All the wine glasses are hung. You can see there's several places where they've got beer on tap, a lot of alcohol along the back, and in the very center on the back of the bar, there's a roulette wheel. Standing at the bar, dressed formally in a black tuxedo, you see a very tall, thin man with white hair. And you can see his bangs are long enough so that they cover almost the entire right half of his face. He looks up at you, says, "Please, come forward."
And I am a little embarrassed because I don't remember why I'm here. I have no idea why I'm here. I gapped out a bit in the elevator, so what do I know about what I'm doing here?
Okay, so at this point, you don't remember how you got into the elevator. As you both step out, you do recognize the lady to your left. And as it comes back to you, you both look at each other, and you realize that you both know each other, but you're not sure from where yet.
Often in my line of work as an expert chemist, I often will be trailed away in my own thoughts of my formulas and the latest technological advances that I can use in my lab work. But usually when I get sidetracked, usually when I get caught up in my thoughts, I might stumble into some place and not know how I got there, that type of thing. But I usually remember soon after, and this is kind of scaring me a little bit. So going over to Kent, or going over to the gentleman, because he's the first person I recognize, I say, "I know you, right?"
Do you? I'll be honest, I kind of recognize you.
This is all very strange. I don't know how I got here, and you seem familiar to me. If it's okay with you, I'm going to stay near you.
Yeah, I think it makes sense that we stay together.
Let's go talk to the gentleman who seems to be in charge.
Yeah.
So we approach the man in white. Where are we? Do you know why I'm here?
Welcome to Bar 15.
Bar 15. What is this? Is this some type of bar downtown? Like, what are we doing here?
First, yes, you had a question, Sophia.
I remembered something. Kent, you sure you don't remember me at all?
Uh,
A memory has come back to me, and I'm sure that I'm on I was just on a honeymoon with you, and I look at what am I wearing?
You're wearing a fine red summer dress, and you
Um,
can tell that it was expensive. And you remember also at that point that it was a little bit outside of your budget, but it was like a I'm only doing this once sort of thing.
I remember. Yeah. I remember you. I remember you. It's good to see you. We'll talk about this after, okay? And I kind of make a gesture that this guy in white is standing right there, and I feel kind of awkward right now.
And at this point, we're going to take a metagame break. I was talking to Chris today. I wish we had good graphics come across like metagame break. Okay, so just so you guys know, Chris and Justin really don't know anything about their characters. So what I'm doing is I'm using cell phone to text them memories as we go.
Yes.
So maybe I should just inform them. For example, that first one. Well, no, I'm not going to. Maybe we can do it after. I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
We're getting separate texts. We're getting
so I don't know if I should share. This is very experimental type gaming right now. We're trying.
Absolutely. We're pushing the boundaries of playing.
Let's see where this goes.
Let's see where it goes. Okay, so we're now standing in front of the gentleman in white and says, maybe, do you have any answers for us? Why are we here?
You were here because you both died at the same time.
That's ridiculous. We didn't die. We're standing right here in front of you. I feel alive. Sophia, that is your name, right?
Yes,
I say Sophia. Yeah.
Of course we're alive. This guy's crazy.
We're both alive, as surely as you are.
I am sorry to tell you that you are not. However, that is about all that I can tell you. What I will tell you are the rules of the bar. I am unable to inform you of where you are.
I stumble a little bit as my head is spinning, and I sit down at the bar quickly, and I hold my head, and I go, no. This isn't happening.
The two of you will play a game soon. And may I emphasize that your lives are at stake while playing the game.
I stand up and I run to the elevator to try to press the button to get out.
And I run to reach her. I want to grab her.
Okay. The doors do not open.
What do you mean they don't open? There must be a way out of this place.
What game you play will be decided by a roulette spin. And until the game is finished, you will be unable to leave until a winner has emerged.
And then what? You'll let us go?
Your fate will be decided by how you play the game.
This is absurd. This is okay. All right, where are the cameras? Where are the cameras? All right, you got us. You got us. It's all very funny. Sophia, you don't believe this, do you?
I don't know. I don't know where these memories are coming from, but I remember being in a convertible, and I remember us getting into an accident. But it can't be true because we're here now, and I don't. It doesn't make sense. He's just holding us here against our will.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense at all. And I go up to the man in white, and I say, "You listen here. You let us out of here, or I've got some connections to the police force, and they'll come right down here." And I reach for my cell phone.
And you pull out your cell phone.
And
I run over to Kent and I say, call for help. This guy's a
Okay.
maniac. We need someone to get us out of here.
That's right. That's right. I'm calling. We're shutting you guys down. And I punch in 911.
And there is no signal.
I begin going through my phone, texting people, and trying to call different people.
And still
Nothing's
there is
going
no signal. I assure you, Kent, that everything I tell you is true.
Do I have a wedding ring on?
You do.
Does Kent?
Yes, he does. You also notice that your cell phone is missing.
All right.
So I whisper to Kent. I say, this guy's crazy.
All right. But why don't we, okay. And I say to the guy, the man, the guy and the man, the white, and the white and the man.
So he is wearing a black tuxedo. He's got white hair.
I go to the white-haired man in the black tuxedo, and I just give him a look, and I take Sophia by the arm, and I bring her to an isolated corner. And I say, okay, all right, let's see if we can make sense of this. What do you remember?
I remember being on honeymoon with you, and that you cared deeply for me, and that I cared deeply for you. And I was driving in a car, and there was an accident where, well, we drove over a cliff.
Okay, I remember the same thing. I remember being on a honeymoon with you, and I remember driving off a cliff in a convertible.
But that couldn't have happened. We're here still.
We're here right now, unless maybe we were in a coma for a long time, or maybe this is just a movie that we saw.
What? We're in a movie? Are you saying
No,
we're hallucinating?
No. We both remember the scene from a movie where we went off the cliff in a convertible. Maybe that's all this is.
Selma and Louise.
Selma and Louise.
But you don't look very much like Selma or Louise.
Hey, speak for yourself.
I kind of do.
Well,
perhaps the only way out of this is to play this sicko's game, and maybe he'll let us go after that. I mean...
But he said that we'll die. The only way out of this game is to die. I would rather get out of here than...
That doesn't make sense. He says we're already dead.
So we will escape with our life.
Do you think you can... Does Kent look a lot bigger than the gentleman?
Yeah. Yeah, again, the bartender is very thin. He's tall, thin, gangly. He moves fairly freely. And Kent is he's a muscular guy. He looks like he's had a life of hard labor.
Kent,
Who else?
You could take this guy out. Why don't you...
Well, yeah, I could. I definitely could. Is there anybody else in the bar?
There is no one else in the bar.
And I walk over, I say, if you don't let us go, my husband, Kent, he's going to make you. So you better do this now.
I can see you're going to be trouble and need a little more convincing. So I will show you what happens to those who do not play the game. And he reaches over to one of the handles on the tap, the beer taps, and he pulls it down. And the wall in the center of at the back of the bar, where the roulette wheel hangs, slides over. And instantly, you're assaulted by the smell of like rotting meat and disease and decay. And there you see, as far as you can see, a room lined with bodies hanging on meat hooks, and blood and gore is dripping from them. Some of them you can see are trying to gasp and talk to you and tell you, trying to speak to you, but nothing comes out as the hooks are through their throats and they're hanging there.
You said this wasn't a scary game.
And again,
All right.
He pulls that handle up, and he says, "These are the people. These are the souls who will remain in purgatory."
Okay.
That's purgatory? That's purgatory? That looks more like hell.
That is purgatory. Hell is much worse. And you're playing for where you end up.
I break down.
How you play will determine where you go.
Yeah, you said that already.
So it's time to spin the wheel.
Sophia. I'm comforting Sophia, but I need some comforting myself. I am pretty messed up.
Can I get you a drink to start?
Please.
Hell yes, I'll have a drink.
And what would you like?
I want a vodka martini.
Coming right up.
I'll get one of those too.
Okay. As you wish, sir.
It's the end of the world, right? I'm going to try one of those.
So, after a couple seconds, he mixes one up and hands you both a drink. And he says, so which one of you will spin the wheel?
I'll do it. This is how we
Sure,
get out of
honey?
your sick game.
Please, step behind the bar.
And I step behind the bar, cautiously in
Okay.
front of this guy, keeping an eye on him, and I reach up to grab the wheel. What does the wheel say? Anything in particular?
Yeah, you notice that it's actually got all sorts of different games on it. So you'll see like something representing billiards, something representing basketball, something representing soccer, all sorts of like air hockey.
It's any game.
Any
Anything.
game.
I look behind the bar as also just to look around to see if there's any weapons or anything that he can overpower us with.
There's nothing. But as you get close, you actually sense an aura. And it is a very powerful aura that gives you shivers inside.
Okay. I spin the wheel. And I quickly run back behind the bar to where Kent was.
Okay. Roll a 1d20, sir. Let's see where we end up.
Good old 20-siders. Missed these.
Yeah, we haven't used those in a while, eh?
Mm.
Okay. And the wheel spins.
Oops, wrong one.
Yeah, there's a time one, isn't there?
There we go.
That makes more sense.
And it stops. And it stops on a dart.
What does that mean? Do we get to
Very
go now?
well. We will be playing a game of 7 darts. And you hear a noise behind you. And as you turn and look, a dartboard drops from the ceiling, almost like a pillar, drops down and makes a pillar from the floor to ceiling. In the center is a dartboard. He reaches down behind the bar and pulls out 2 metal boxes. One that is engraved with Sophia Lockwood, one that is engraved with Kent Arbor.
Well, that's disconcerting. So what do you want us to do? Throw these darts? Will that make you happy?
It's about making you happy. Which one of you will go to heaven and which will go to hell?
What do you mean? What do the darts have to do with that? I don't even believe in heaven and hell. I don't believe in any of this.
So there's a dartboard, and sorry, describe the dartboard again.
Yeah, so it's like basically a section of wall dropped down, like maybe 4 feet wide. So you could walk around it if you wanted, but it basically behind it goes to the stairs and then the elevators. Okay, basically like in the middle of a dance floor, essentially. Okay. On the wall there is a dartboard.
And the dartboard, it's like half and half, like half.
Or is it like a regular dartboard?
Okay, so again, do you go up and look at it?
Sure.
All right. So you notice on the dartboard where there would be numbers. Again, there are numbers going around, but instead of just colors, you actually see representations of body parts. So, for example, number 5, you would see a foot. Number 9 is a picture of a torso. Number 15 is a hand. Number 20 is an eye. And right in the center is a heart.
What will happen if we hit one of those marks and I talk to the man with white hair?
You will get points. The person with the most points wins.
And the other person?
The other person does not win.
And what's the winner's prize and what's the loser's punishment? Do we have to go in that room if we lose this?
Oh no, that's just for those who don't play.
Oh.
So we don't play and we go to purgatory. We play and we win. One of us goes to heaven and one of us goes to hell. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying, yes.
I'm calling my lawyer.
Is that Cthulhu calling back?
He's jealous. It's a jealous god.
Excuse me,
I
just
feel
for a
like
minute.
Cthulhu has a hand in this somehow.
Yeah.
Cthulhu. Is that you?
Are you calling?
Are you making us fight for our own lives right now?
Our eternal souls.
Our eternal souls, yeah. More than just our meager lives.
Yeah, who cares about that? Well,
So do we each get darts, or does she get to throw all the darts?
You get 7 darts each.
all right. Well, I don't know. I don't believe in this bullshit. I grab a dart and I say, I'll throw this dart only in hopes that we get to go. And I grab the dart and I throw it quickly at the board.
Okay, so what I want to do for this is you're going to roll 2 d20s. The first 20-sider, okay, so we'll say the first 20-sider represents what number you hit, the 1 to 20 or in the center.
Yep.
Okay, the second determines whether it's in the larger sections, in the double or the triple sections. Okay,
So this
so
means
for
I would
example-
hit the center, the first one. Right?
So, and you also add your dexterity modifier here to your roll.
Okay.
To both of them.
So dexterity modifier is
So your
plus
first
2.
Right. So your first roll was the
3.
4, correct?
Yeah, 4 and 7.
Okay. So what we get there is we get a calf, a left calf muscle, and a 7 gets you a single. So, Mr. Kent Arbor, you feel excruciating pain in your left calf muscle,
Ow!
and you are going to take 1 to 4 points of damage. You go ahead and roll that, sir.
1d4?
1 to 4, yeah.
Hey! That's not so
Hey,
bad.
there
Ow!
we go.
Ow! Ugh! Ugh!
All right, and you're going to have a little trouble walking at the moment.
Yeah, well.
I say, Ken, what's the matter? What happened?
As soon as you threw that dart, it hit the board. My leg went through excruciating pain.
And obviously
So-
I figure it out at this point.
Yep, we know what we're dealing with. Got any ideas?
Only one, and I...
Don't throw a dart
at the guy.
at the guy. I know that's what you're thinking, but I think that that's going to end. He's got a bunch of levers back there, so I mean, a dart to the face probably won't do much to him.
I say,
Based
what
on
if...
the levers that he has.
I go up to him and I say, what if we play very slowly?
Just like put it in. Is there a line? Is there a line that we're supposed to
Yes,
throw?
yeah, there is the line, yes.
Throw a line? Okay, so we can't just walk up to the dartboard and put it in our least vulnerable
Painful.
places? Hair.
Buttocks.
Hair.
Buttocks.
Hair.
Buttocks.
Yo! Okay, well, honey, you had a turn, so I think it's only fair that I get a turn.
What do you mean you get a turn? We know what it does now. Don't throw the darts.
Well, what do you suppose I'm supposed to do?
Well, not throw the darts. I mean, what if it hits the heart?
Okay, but what? Okay, so what happens if I miss the board completely? Because I don't have very good aim. It's not bad, but it's not great.
Try it.
Then you will waste a dart, and Sophia will be in the lead.
But then I won't have to hurt her. Sophia, I had a memory. And as I say this, as I step up to the dartboard. And I remember...
What are you doing,
Kent?
Kent?
You were cheating on me. And I throw the dart and try to miss the board.
All right. So obviously you can miss the board easily.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And nothing happens. So the bartender looks at you and says, "Okay, dart 1. Sophia, 7. Kent, 0.
0? Am I that far behind? I missed with 1 dart.
Which would be a 0, Kent.
Jeez. Well,
Sophia, you're up next.
I grab the next dart out, and I too purposefully miss. And I wait.
Okay.
Are there any good options? And then I say to Kent, I would never have done that to you. I remember not cheating on you. I know I didn't do this.
you didn't cheat on me. So
No.
why do I have this
I remember being
memory?
very much in love with you.
I vaguely remember you cheating on me, but it's such a vague memory, and I feel like I've just met you again, that it doesn't really impact me. You know what I mean?
No, all I know is I would never do that to you. All the memories I have are of love and compassion towards you.
Yeah. Good. That's how it should be.
Are we done this game yet?
Kent, your dart.
All right. I'm just gonna miss with all of them.
I need
don't-
another drink. I go and ask for another drink.
And what would you like, Sophia?
Get me straight vodka.
Okay. And he hands you a shot glass.
And I drink
straight
it,
vodka.
which is disgusting. But
Yeah.
apparently my character likes
Do
it.
a, I was going to say, do
She's
a
Russian.
Do a fortitude save.
Alright. 19.
Beautiful. You done. Put the shot glass on the table.
So you say that only one of us can get to heaven, and one of us goes to hell.
That is what I said, yes.
Who made this rule up? I mean, is it because we died at the exact same time, is what you're saying?
It is because you died at the exact same time.
You guys never came up with a better system than this? This is ridiculous, and I throw my glass on the ground. Right. Give me another drink.
Sophia,
I mean, come on, am I supposed to believe that in all the power of the universe, this fool here with the white hair is telling me they can't possibly come up with a better system? I mean, we're both good people, Kent. I mean, I'm a good person. You're a good person. We deserve to go to heaven. I mean, I cheated on my taxes maybe once or twice. And I mean, I could have probably given more money to that guy who sits outside my office, but I'm a good person. I hold doors for people.
I
Where's
think
my
we
drink?
I think we should play the game, Sophia.
We are playing the game. We're just not very good at it.
And another drink.
And I drink it quickly.
Okay. Again, do a fortitude save.
Plus my fortitude.
Yep. You're starting to feel the effects. So I'm going to give you a -2 to your
Accuracy,
rolls.
dexterity.
Accuracy, yeah.
So I step up to the board.
But if I'm trying to miss, is that a positive too?
Sure.
I look at Sophia, who's downing these drinks and obviously taking this badly, and I start to feel some of the emotion from when she cheated on me.
I didn't cheat on you.
I
don't hear your thoughts. I know your thoughts. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking with that dart. You put that dart down, mister.
My eyes narrow, and I step up to the line, and I shake my head at Sophia getting drunk at the bar, and I aim, and I throw the dart, trying to get close to bullseye as possible.
Whoa! Are you trying to kill me? What the hell?
So what do I have to roll?
So you roll 1d20 first to see what number you hit.
I hit 11.
And add your dexterity.
I am adding +1, so 12.
Excellent. Okay, now roll a second d20 to see whether you hit the single, the double, or the triple.
Oh, it didn't roll. Oh,
Yep,
there it is.
we got
It's
a 5, and then +1 would be a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Sophia, are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm left-handed. No,
Excellent.
I'm right-handed. I'm a scientist. Right-handed.
Nice, because you use the left side of your brain.
Well, left-handed people tend to be more artistic and creative. Scientists and mathematicians tend to be right-handed.
I think you are painting
Sometimes.
scientists and mathematicians.
That's how I'm role-playing it.
Excellent.
In this
Okay,
world,
you
that's
are-
the case. There aren't scientists who are left-handed in this world.
You're right.
They
okay.
don't. They burn them as witches.
In the
That's-
meantime, Sophia, if you could please roll 1d4.
You're welcome.
All right. And you feel a sharp pain in your left shoulder.
Ah,
Basically,
wait.
Once you've thrown this dart, Kent, you notice that the pain in your calf subsided.
Oh.
You, Sophia, however, you feel your whole left arm go limp.
Kent, what have you done?
I threw a dart at the board, and now your arm is limp, it looks like. But I feel fine. I feel great. I feel amazing right now. My calf feels much better.
So that's so.
Yeah, that is.
So you're looking after yourself again.
Well, you know, someone's got to look after myself. And it's not going to be you in this situation.
I threw my dart away. I wasn't trying to hurt you. You tried to hurt me. You're acting to hurt me.
There's only one way out of here.
You believe that bullshit?
Why wouldn't I? You saw the people behind the wall. Come on, Sophia.
That could be anything. That could be a flat screen TV behind there.
Sophia.
I mean, really high definition.
Look at me and tell me that. Look at me and tell me that. You've been drinking, Sophia. You've been drinking. You've been.
Yes, I have. And I go and grab
drinking.
2 darts, and I throw 2 darts at the board at the same time without even looking.
Okay.
You're cheating. You're cheating. She's cheating. She's cheating.
Okay.
This is your fault we're here. Okay, before I throw it, I said, this is your fault we're here. If it wasn't for you driving like a lunatic and grabbing my cell phone, my cell phone, while you were driving, this never would have happened. It's your fault we're here. Maybe you're the one who should be in pain. And then I throw the 2 darts.
All right, give me a second just to text Justin here. Let him know what happened there.
Oh, I wonder if I'm getting a text.
Metagame moment. Metagame moment.
Meta. All right, let's look at the Facebook comments. Who we got on Facebook watching us right now? We've got
Bob Lyle.
Bob Lyle. We've got Chris Viso. That's you.
Me.
We've got Justin Charlakas, Victor Brown. Hello, everybody watching the video right now. Good to see you guys here. And Yeah, things are getting intense. Sophia is being trademark Sophia.
Uh,
Damage me in
Sophia.
every
You know
way
what?
possible.
You should treat her with a little bit more respect. I'm a classy woman, and you don't take me places.
Yeah, you know what? I don't. I've got a few memories. I know that I was driving a red convertible, so I treat you with some.
Who do you think paid for the red convertible? I'm a scientist who just invented a way to dispose of plutonium waste.
Really?
What have you done?
Well,
What have you done?
I think I'm a landscaper.
I dig holes really well.
I think I'm damn good at digging holes, and don't even forget it.
Might as well be an ignorant farmer. All right, Chris, first D20 for your first dart.
Two of them, right, for my first dart?
Just one at a time so we can track it.
But it's two per dart.
It will be 2 per dart, yes.
So I'm going to do 2 to begin. And
Sure.
we'll go, this is my first one, that's my second one.
Okay. So...
Plus 3 to each, so that's 5 and 10.
Actually, I was going to say, but you're at a negative 2 because you're drinking.
So plus 1 to each. 3 and 8.
All right, so again...
I didn't even look, too, so let's give it another negative 2. Negative 1. Because I just kind of did like I hate you.
Yep.
With my wrong arm. Or something.
Okay.
And so 2 and 7. Leave it at that.
Sure. This time, Kent, you feel a sharp pain right in the center of your left quad, almost like a Charlie horse. And again, you find yourself limping. Okay? And your next one.
I was sitting down. How do I find myself limping when I was sitting?
You can feel it. You'd be like, ah!
As soon as I see the pain, does my arm feel better?
Yes, it does.
I go up to Ken. I'm just like, let's stop fighting. Now that I've thrown my darts.
Typical.
Okay, I got to throw the other one. Here's the other one.
Ooh.
And...
Let's stop.
No, I threw them both
Okay.
at the same time. I threw them both.
Yep. And Kent, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Oh, I'm right-handed. You know us hole
Excellent.
diggers. It just makes more sense.
All right, so you feel a sharp pain in your right hand, and you know you'll be unable to throw a dart with that hand. So you're going to take a -4 if you throw with either hand on your next roll. And what was it? It was 15 as well? Oh, double damage. So you're going to take 2d4 points of damage.
What? Oh. Damn it, Sophia! That hurt a lot.
And
I see the excruciating pain my husband is in, and I run to him and I say, I'm sorry. I'm just this place. It's making me crazy.
And I push her back. Ugh!
And I whack off the bar.
you what?
I don't.
I whack off the bar.
And the bartender's extremely happy.
I knew it!
That's how we
you were
tip.
cheating on
That's
me.
how I tip.
All right.
Just the tip?
I walk over to the bartender and I say, "All right, we're done with the dart game. Let's spin the wheel again. We'll play another game."
I'm afraid not. Once we begin, we play till we stop.
And what if we stop now and take a break?
We get
Then-
stuck in purgatory.
No. Then presently, Sophia is winning.
Do we
We're
just
currently
wait?
at 24-12
Is there a time limit, like eternity?
until your 7 darts are done.
I don't want to live here.
This is insane.
I don't want to
You're
live here
insane.
forever. How much booze do you got back there?
And what's on your other eye? I want to see the other side of this face. Is there a goat tattoo?
Oh, those damn goats. Easter egg. Cthulhu Easter egg.
That's right.
Okay, what do you suggest, Sophia? Okay, we either stay here for eternity getting plastered. That wouldn't be so bad, actually.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good time. Do I feel like I'm sobering up a bit? Do you have any beer nuts?
And he reaches under the bar, and you hear him wrinkling a package, pours it in a bowl.
Why do we have to go anywhere? Maybe this is heaven. Hey,
Yeah.
we're at a nice bar. I try to do that with my hand, but it's completely limp. We're at a nice bar. where did the second one hit me, by the way? It was just my arm?
Quad and your hand.
Yeah, your left quad, your right hand.
We've got a bartender. I get the feeling that it is all-inclusive. I mean, could sleep on one of those couches. We didn't even look downstairs. Hey, bartender, what's downstairs?
As I mentioned earlier, there is no leaving the bar until the game is done.
Yeah, but I mean the downstairs of the bar.
There is no
Not
downstairs.
really a concern.
But it's still part of the bar, technically.
Not as far as you're concerned.
Well,
Can
you
we
gotta
go
change
down there?
the rules.
Let's go see what's down there, and I walk to the stairs.
Okay.
Sophia, wait.
And you walk to a big oak door.
Yeah. Do these stairs go down? Like towards hell? I wouldn't know that. My character doesn't know that. Although I'm wise and
I was
intelligent.
going to say,
Never
there is
looked like my character right
a
at all.
little glass window.
Yeah.
And if you look in, you can see stairs up, stairs down.
Sophia, you haven't hit my genitals yet. We could repopulate. We could repopulate the bar.
We can live off of beer and beer nuts.
That's right. Well, we're not gonna die.
All right, I want to look this guy in the eye and get a sense of this character. This I don't know, Dasim,
Yes.
and get a read if he, I don't know anything from him.
He's very
I say,
gentle.
how long have you been here?
I've been here for centuries.
So not
Eternity,
forever.
you might say.
Were you always here from your creation?
As far as I remember, yes.
And who created you?
That I don't know. I
Do you
do
ever-
know that I do have a boss that I report to.
And who is that?
Again, not really any of your concern.
I think it's greatly my concern. I'm very, very concerned about this, actually.
Yeah, our souls are on the line. Our
Supposedly.
souls.
Let's not give him any validation.
Yes.
Kent, come on now.
I don't like your hair. Not you,
What?
Sophia. The
Oh,
guy.
thank
The
God.
guy, not you. Thank God.
Listen, Dasim, do you ever wonder what your purpose is? I mean, don't you wish you could do more?
Would you like to throw a dart, please?
Would you?
Would you like me to throw the dart?
No? I feel like you're good at this.
I'm gonna have another drink. And you have water back there?
Absolutely.
I grab the darts out of frustration, all of them. And I dump them over the line.
Okay. Then I guess we have a winner.
Those are my darts. Sophia.
We don't want to play this game.
Well, I was going to say, so technically Sophia can't throw your darts.
So they don't come out of
So
the...
currently we are at 24-12.
I'm done with this stupid game. And I go and I sit down. And I go to press the elevator to leave. I'm out of here.
I just watch her press the button over and over.
I try to see if I can open it up and see if I can get it to go. Or pry the doors open. I'm trying to pry them over. Can't get over here and help me.
Okay, now what you see is instead of, like, there is a button, right? But there's also a plaque. And on the left-hand side door, it clearly says hell. And on the right-hand elevator, it clearly says heaven.
And we both came out of different elevators? Which one did I come from? And again, the buttons don't do anything?
No.
And I can't pry it open, there's nothing.
No.
I sit back at the bar. I slump in my chair. Throw your darts, Ken.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna throw one. All right. Then we'll both be maimed somehow. I'm hoping that my calf pain goes away.
Your calf is fine. It's your quad and your hand, you idiot.
I'm not a scientist, okay? I don't need to know these things. This is useless information. And so I step up to the board and I shake my head and I throw a dart. And it's a 3 plus 1. It's a 4.
No, because you're suffering a -4 right now because you're using your offhand or your.
You throw the dart into your own foot.
It's a 0. It's a
Okay.
0.
So again, the dart flies way off.
See, Sophia? See? I did that for you. And then I throw another one.
All right.
All right, there we go.
All right.
12.
12. All right. And now we need the second one to see where it lands.
1.
1. Okay, so it's in the single section. And again, Sophia, you feel another pain in your left shoulder. So roll 1d4, please.
How much did I take the first time? Did anyone pay attention? I think I took 2.
2 damage, yeah.
Whoa! Okay, so that one, so 3 plus 2 is 5. So I'm
Yeah.
hurting pretty bad.
Bam.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you've got, what, 8 health?
I have 3 now. So
Okay, all right. And then I put my...
I collapsed to the ground holding my calf, screaming, Kent, how could you?
Sorry. And then I put my darts on the other side of the line. And I just dropped them down. I did what Sophia did, and I was like, game's over. Game's over. We're even now, Sophia. It's all right. I forgive you.
And actually, oddly enough, you're both tied. You're at
Wow.
24 to 24.
That worked out perfectly.
So I guess we're gonna have to play another game. Bartender.
No, what the hell are you saying, Kent? We get to go. We tied.
What? We get to go now?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, I was having fun.
Well, you do still have 4 more darts, Kent.
I thought you
No,
dumped them.
I dumped them across.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. I thought we had to roll the roulette wheel again.
No. Now we leave it to the higher-ups. Metagame. Moment. This is where any of you watching can now
By the
decide.
way, I'm pregnant with Kent's child. If that
No,
influences
you're
your
not. You are lying. Cheat. You are not pregnant.
I am.
That's
gonna-
not true. You're lying. Just to
And
get
she's
the
going to
points.
be beautiful.
It's going to be a boy. Clearly, you're lying. Wait. All right.
So, for those of you, viewers, who would you like to go to heaven and who would you like to go to hell?
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Mike.
See, Mike, his
Whoa.
last game before he goes on hiatus for a while, and
Did
he
we,
throws us under the bus like this.
Under the bus. Watch it be a tie. We both go to heaven. All right, I'm going to
Nobody vote. Don't play his game.
Put a little quick poll.
Don't
Yeah,
play
like-
his game.
Are you putting up a poll right now?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, I'm putting up a poll.
All like yours is going to be biased.
No, it's not going to be biased. I'm saying Sophia should die.
and
then
Kent
the other
should
ones-
not die.
Should die instead. All right, so if you want Kent to die, Kent, that's his name. Oh,
I
wait,
think we're both
sorry.
dead, so that's a very confusing poll.
Who dies more? All right, so we got Sophia should die or Kent should die instead. So let's see. Oh yeah, I guess I should have asked who goes to hell.
Justin Charlacco said there can be only one Justin. Send him to hell.
No.
Like.
I'm gonna unlike your like.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Facebook newbie. All right. Yeah, so I just posted a poll. I am pinning it to the Facebook page. Guys, she cheated on me.
Whoa,
All
I
right?
never did.
And she is clearly lying about being pregnant just so that you guys...
I may have voted. I may have
I
voted.
may have voted.
Hey, come on! I'm down 2-3. Eric Brousseau, Justin Sherlockos. Come on, guys.
That's right.
Well, you know what?
Real gentlemen.
We're waiting. We're gonna in 5 minutes. We're going to.
What are we gonna do for 5 minutes? You want to do a little bit of the Star Wars?
A little bit. No,
Yeah.
not yet. Well, I mean, we can. Yeah. Okay. I'll
Well,
explain
while
a
we
bit.
wait for the poll to come in, let's talk a little bit about Star Wars.
Okay. All right. So Star Wars is starting November 4th. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah.
That was
Keep-
2000 Space Odyssey.
So as you can see, we are Star Wars
We are
experts.
nerds. Yeah,
We know Star Wars inside and out.
mostly
Chris, who's
out.
your favorite Star Wars character?
Jar Jar Binks. No, I just
Jar
want to
Jar
make
Binks.
people. I see my votes go up. Sophia. Mine would probably Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. Oh.
Darth Maul. I just wish they had have done a nice story arc with him. Or he had the most potential. Obviously, we don't know anything about him really compared to what could have been. So,
Yeah.
aside from Darth Maul, honestly, and it's kind of a cop out. I'm going to say Luke Skywalker. I know everyone's going to say Han Solo. I think Luke Skywalker is by far the character I can understand the best, and I think I would be
Sure,
most
yeah.
like.
Whiny.
Whiny. And yeah.
Yeah.
Harlan would say because you made out with your sister, but that never happened. So. What about you?
Wow, I love that the spirit of Harlan is.
I could hear it there.
the
Like
group.
if he was here, he would have said that. So I missed that.
Well, how about you, Michael? I want to hear from Michael.
Okay.
And guys,
Yoda. Michael's definitely Yoda.
Okay, but the character that, again, I hated the movie, hated it, almost walked out, but the character that I really liked was Qui-Gon, and I wish
Qui-Gon Jinn.
they had have developed him a lot more.
Nobody even needed him, wasn't it? Harlan who said
No.
there was no need for him.
There was no need for him, but again, he's by far my favorite Jedi.
Good actor too.
Great actor. Qui-Gon Jinn. You know what? The actors in that, Qui-Gon Jinn and... Oh, wait, that's not the actor. That's the character. Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor. Great actors. Phenomenal actors. Really, really cool. But for me, not much to work with in that movie. For me, I don't know. You know what? Honestly, I rewatched Star Wars Episode 4 with a friend, and not by myself, guys.
What's wrong with that?
I just watched Star Wars Episode 4, and I realized that my favorite characters, because they kind of go hand in hand, R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
They
They
are
really
sweet.
are.
Really, C-3PO though? C-3PO?
Oh, but he's such a perfect pair.
The counterbalance, yes. If it wasn't for
Counterbalance.
C-3PO, R2-D2 wouldn't be so awesome.
What I love about C-3PO, and it's like R2-D2 will just go beep boop boop beep boop boop, and then C-3PO, his character is automatically knows what that means.
Yeah, so
Which
it's
I think
true.
is hilarious. It's just
So even though R2-D2 has all the best lines, C-3PO says them all.
exactly.
That's right.
Like, no, I don't think so, R2. All right, so guys, looks like the poll numbers are in.
Yep. Let's
You want to put your
it's-
receptacle where?
It's looking. You want to put your receptacle.
let's
where?
unmetagame.
All right, unmetagaming. That's not even metagaming. That's being completely off topic. Okay, so it looks like we've got another post. It looks like we have it's pretty much neck and neck. Kent being the person that should die. Actually, Sophia has no votes. Nobody's voted for Sophia.
Now, Victor Brown said leave it up to the dice, question mark.
He did say that, but then he voted that Kent should die. So it was a neutral vote, and now it isn't. He's voted for me to die. And Kent.
I hope the community knows I could handle it. I feel like they're protecting me.
No,
Okay, so
no. I think they really hate Kent. I think that they think that Kent is an asshole. Which
So I'll tell you
kind
what. Let's continue on, and then actually I'll go over afterwards, and we will talk about the text that I sent you guys to give you the information that you had.
Okay.
All right. So Decim looks at you both. You both are feeling no pain in any of your body parts, and he says it has been decided. Kent, if you could please take the elevator on your left-hand side. Sophia,
No problem.
to the right. And the doors open up.
I
And
push
they're
Kent
very-
into mine, and we both go into ours. Wait for the doors to shut. Aha! Figured it out.
He goes to push me, and she's weak, and she's almost dead. And instead of pushing me, I grab her and I embrace her, and I hug her and I say, "Sophia, we both knew you were getting on that elevator." And I push her into the heaven elevator, and I close the door while she scrambles up off the floor.
And from the inside of the elevator, it looks like that. I'm not even gonna say it. That's terrible. Never mind. I'm gonna say it looks like that video of the sports guy and his wife. That's terrible. That's terrible. But anyways, just leave it for now.
Well, yeah, I guess I won't ask for details on that.
All right. So Sophia, as you recover, you watch the doors close as you're picking
Kent!
yourself up,
No!
and you feel a lightness, and you feel a peace, and you feel a joy.
Vodka's
Again, you know that everything you told Kent today was true. Kent, the door opens. And already you can feel the loneliness. You can feel pain. And you can feel the unending heat. And you step in, and the doors close. And you feel yourself start your journey down. And that's the end of tonight's game! Woo!
We should have left on the high note.
All right, so again, I thank you guys for joining us because, again, totally experimental tonight, just trying things, seeing how it would go. So let's just quickly go over. So let's start with the text that I sent for Justin for his character. So the first one was, you remember that you were on your honeymoon with Sophia. Sophia was cheating on you before the marriage. At the wedding, you remember overhearing 3 of the bridesmaids discussing how lucky Fia was to have a contractor and electrician on the side. You did reach for her cell phone, suspecting it was from her lover. The ones I gave to Chris. You remember that you were on your honeymoon with Kent. Chris, you remember being very much in love with Kent. You were never cheating on him. What I was going to send him, if you had brought that up, Kent, was that she was going to say, no, if you remember back in college, I had a friend named Phoebe that everyone referred to as Fia. And so you just overheard and took it the wrong way.
Uh-huh.
So you were, okay, so, and then Chris, you remember that you went off the road when your cell phone rang and Kent took his eyes off the road to grab it off of you. And I did send him that you were pregnant with Kent's child.
I knew it.
Wow. That was an interesting game.
Yeah, that is interesting. The anime is just one episode?
It's a few episodes, different games, different characters get introduced. And again, I guess that pretty much spoiled it for anyone who's watched the game or wants to watch the anime. But again, it's different. Different things happen. And still worth the watch. Again, the way it's done, different angles, trying to show, like, I think you never really find out who is right, who is wrong. But I think they do it through the use of angles of camera, trying to, like, show that, I don't even remember her name, the girl is on the moral high ground, and the guy they're always looking down on, and stuff like that. So that's very interesting.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, again, the concept came from that, and again, from Bob Lyle's post on have any of you guys ever adapted, other things to games. So I thought, let's give it a shot. Let's try it, see what happens. And there you go. So I hope you guys liked it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mike. I really enjoyed it.
And for once, we get an early evening tonight.
Early evening. Now, before everybody goes, I would just like to say, thank you once again, Mike. That was really cool. A really cool concept, and I think it adapted very, very well to a role-playing setting.
Yeah, I think it was kind of neat. Again, it's very railroady, but that's again why I wanted to leave the actual decision up to the community.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm actually glad. I'm really glad that it worked out exactly tied, and that it really did. Because ultimately, it didn't matter who won. It was what's supposed to happen is they're supposed to base on who they believe.
Okay.
And that's why it's about how you play the game, not who wins the game.
Right.
Anyway.
It's fun.
We can definitely work with that and do something like that again.
Well, I also thought about it as because if you remember, we talked about The Running Dead, right? And we talked about how ratings were lower. So I originally started it as a spin-off, like, hey, like a rival TV show, like they got Big Brother, Big Sister, all that sort of stuff. So I actually originally thought of it as maybe I'll do it as a competitive TV show.
So the Church of Retribution has some competition?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Cool. I wonder if Dennis Collins has a bone to pick with them, too.
Perhaps.
I feel like he has a bone to pick with everybody.
He does. All right, well, without further ado, I would like to move forward and talk a little bit about Star Wars, but did you guys want to say anything else about this game?
Well, we're going to miss Mycl before that. I mean, we should say a final farewell before the end of tonight's broadcast, but
yes.
Yeah.
Well, again,
for those people who don't know, Mycl's not going to be back for a little bit. He's taking a little bit of a sabbatical.
But in the meantime, I'm going to be off for a little bit, just refresh, spend some time with my beautiful girlfriend because she's pretty hot. But again, get back to karate, and I'm going to use the time to have hopefully all of us create a 10-part campaign.
Oh, maybe you'll be ready with that 10-part campaign when you come back.
And that's what I'm hoping to do. And I'm gotta say I'm feeling pretty guilty because I think I stole Chris's idea for it.
Oh, it's good.
But,
I just want to see the
I
idea.
thought he had a different idea, but maybe it's just because I'm getting old.
All right.
So there we go.
Well, I am excited. I'm looking forward to that. And the community, these people, you guys have great ideas.
Whoa.
Really
these
awesome
people?
Ideas. These people? What do you mean, my people?
What do you mean, these people?
I can't wait to see what they come up with, Mike, and what you guys craft together. So even though you're going to be not on the broadcast, you are still going to have a presence in Invictus.
I'm hoping, and I think I'm hoping that we'll all come up with a great game together. Again, I know Harlan's not really for pre-generated characters, but the characters you guys play are all going to be decided upon by the community. Eventually, we'll put polls. Even it doesn't have to be standard D&D medieval. We might do Renaissance. We might do futuristic. But using the rules, all that stuff, we're going to decide, and maybe eventually come up with our own world.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Knowing the community, what they did with the poem, I think
I'm really looking forward to it because I'm hoping, eventually we'll get to the point where, okay, message me what we want to do for the actual game so that those guys don't know, and that sort of thing. So you guys will know, about the world and about the campaign, but you won't know the,
So yeah, for
based on the polls.
you should start thinking of some story seeds. They can send you some ideas for like some, core story ideas.
Mhm. Yeah, things they'd like to see.
Yeah. Anyway,
Awesome.
looking forward to it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mycl. If you don't mind, I'd like to just explain a little bit about the Star Wars experience, the way we're hoping, well, the way we're going to be using experience points in Star Wars RPG. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, it is a little bit more convoluted. It's not just your basic, I'm watching the live feed, I want so-and-so to have a boost to his roll, so I spend experience points. It's going to be different. What I want to do with Star Wars RPG is allow you guys, the community, to be able to join the Invictus Division, which is a division of the Rebel Alliance. The story that we're going to be running is taking place right after the Battle of Yavin, right after the events of A New Hope. So you guys will be able to spend your experience points to buy a rank in the Invictus Division of the Rebel Alliance. All right, so there, I will do a screen share, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, just quickly. All of this stuff...
Do you want me to do the screen share? That way you can keep keep talking about it? That way we can see your face as we do it?
No, it's okay. I will do it just because then I will be able to move my mouse around and show exactly what I'm talking about.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you, though. Okay, so here we go. This is the instruction sheet for... spending experience points, and as you can see, it is
wow.
There's a lot to it. These are the instructions, the second half of it. So first things first, all you really need to know today, if you're watching this is just bonus. There are 4 disciplines in the Invictus Division. You've got your intelligence, you've got your leadership, you've got your ground forces, and you've got Invictus Squadron, which is like space combat. Fly, right. If you've ever played Rogue Squadron, that's basically what your role would be in the Invictus Squadron. So as you can see, there are a number of different roles under each discipline. And just to name a few, you've got the medic or senior trooper under ground forces. You've got a diplomat or commander under leadership. Elite covert operative, which is like an undercover spy, busting into bases. You've got the pilot, the engineer of Invictus Squadron. Pretty much anything you can picture in the rebellion is somewhere under this list. And as you can see, some roles have higher ranks. Obviously, a general is going to be a higher rank than a recruit. And as such, in order to buy that specific role, you need to spend experience points. Now, our veteran viewers and community members, they'll have more experience points that they can afford these more expensive roles, okay? And hopefully, if you're into Star Wars and you love the idea of this, then you will be able to build up your experience pool and promote yourself into different roles. So that's basically the idea. And then with these roles, what's going to happen is the Invictus Division is going to be given a mission every week, okay? And it's a mission that somehow will affect the players. And so if you succeed at your mission, then it will have a positive effect on the players, but if you fail, it will have a negative effect. And some missions will have more or less of an effect in total on the actual players.
Whoa. Just okay, so like maybe I should jump back in and screw the sabbatical, because are those missions going to be like, send us your best like chocolate fudge, or like, buy us a 6-pack of beer, or
Those are everyday missions. They shouldn't need. You don't need. They never need to spend their XP to do that. Yeah, never need to spend XP. They can just do that.
I'm excited about these missions. I want to be like, yeah, come wipe our ass for me because I don't want to touch. I don't know. What kind of missions are we talking?
Okay. Those are the examples. So yeah, wiping
excellent.
people's ass is one of them. Creating a
What
sunbather
fun.
for Mycl. Lots of things. Okay, so yeah, those are the missions. That's the idea.
Can you go over the different stats within those categories? Because I'm a little confused with things like AVL, what that stands for, and what it means to be a higher rank, and so on and so forth.
Okay, good question, Chris. So AVL stands for available. Okay, you only have one commander in the division. You only have one general in the division. You only have one captain. You've got 3 elite covert operatives. So we're going to be doing the availability on a first-come, first-served basis. So the first person to email us with the right experience amount at theinvictusstream@gmail.com, the first person to say, I want to be a commander, I have the right experience amounts, I've got 30 XP, the person who does that will become the commander. Right off the bat, it's first come, first serve. We're not going to be doing interviews or any competitions or anything like that. So that's all that means. So there's 15 pilots available, there's 5 snipers, 5 undercover agents, so on and so forth. And if you guys have questions in the community, please feel free to post them on Facebook. I would love to field them. This is a good opportunity for you early birds to get an idea of what it's going to be all about, all this Star Wars stuff.
Nice.
So that's the first stat, availability. Then you've got your rank. As I kind of touched on earlier, your rank is just a general idea of where you stand within the division.
How many people are below you, kind of thing.
Exactly. So a rank of 5 or 6 is going to mean you have more influence over the division. It doesn't really have too big of an influence on the game itself. It's just to give you an idea of, okay, where do I stand in comparison to other people here? A diplomat, as you can see, is 3rd tier in the leadership field, but a pilot has a rank of 3 as well. So a diplomat and pilot rank on the same level, even though they're a part of 2 different disciplines. All right?
So what the rank itself just tells you what tier. It doesn't really affect the influence.
It doesn't really affect the influence.
Okay.
Right. XP cost, that's pretty straightforward, I feel. That's how much you need to spend to buy the character or the role. If you do want to, if say you start off as a senior trooper, you don't have enough experience points to quite get to medic. You can start as a senior trooper, and through completing missions, you'll earn experience points.
Oh, that's cool.
And,
that's cool. I got you.
Right. So with those experience points, you will be able to upgrade yourself to a medic. So you just have to email me at theinvictusstream@gmail.com and say, I would like to promote myself to medic. I have the experience points to do so. It's only going to cost the difference, and then you will be promoted.
Very
All
cool.
right? So then the missions, I don't want to get too in-depth with the missions right now. I think I'll post a separate video because this does require a bit more explaining. But basically, the higher your rank, the more you'll be able to influence a mission. All right?
Are they going to see their characters really inside the universe? Like, are they going to say, you know, we as an NPC maybe I'm going to walk up to someone and realize it's a commander, and that's actually, let's say, Bob Lyle, and say, hello, Commander Bob, or Commander whatever he's named him? Is that the type of interaction you're expecting, or something more like, you know of a fight that happened somewhere, and the commander influenced it greatly, or is it really more of our missions?
It is going to be both, hopefully. I still don't know exactly how everything's going to work out in the campaign because I want to leave it up to you guys as players to direct the storyline. But that being said, I do want to reward people that do spend experience points on influencing a mission. So if you do spend experience points, once we are doing the results of the mission, saying, okay, you succeeded, you failed, I'll do a little bit of a description of what happens based on whatever your task was. So if your task was to infiltrate the Imperial base on Hoth, they have a base there now, whatever. if that was your role, you were an elite covert operative, and say you spent experience points just because you wanted the mission to succeed, which is something you can do. I'll get into that later in the video. Then I would reward you by giving you a little bit of a write-up in the narrative. So John Wayne steps through the door into the Imperial base and shoots 2 Imperial officers and makes his way into the next room, sort of thing. So you're going to be included in the narrative as a reward for spending bonus experience points.
There's
a quick question for you from Justin.
Sure. There you go.
Yeah, is it feasible for someone to only catch a show every once in a while and still participate?
Yes. So I've tried to account for that. On the missions, you okay, I guess I'll have to kind of explain missions a little bit.
I guess it's only when you spend your influence kind of thing?
Well, if you see under mission influence, you've got base, and then you've got max. Okay, so let's say for a commander, you've got a base of 5 and a max of 15 experience points that you can use to influence the mission. Base means that if you purchase a role that has base, then you will automatically contribute that amount to the mission. Okay? So a commander will always contribute 5 influence, regardless of whether or not he watches the stream, regardless of whether or not he...
so he could potentially go up in level, even not being there. But more likely if he is there, because then he can do more XP.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if he is there, then he will be able to, even throughout the week, if he wants to, he's got max 15 experience points that he can spend to
bolster
the mission roll. Okay, so then that would be added to the mission, and but that experience is just, that's what he wants to do. And if he does that, then he's going to be rewarded in the narrative.
Very cool.
Right? It looked like you had a question, Mike.
Nope, I'm good. Thank you. I was just thinking, because I'm being dumb, I was just like, because it's really all about the base. It's about the base. But we're all good.
That's true. No, Michael raises a good point here. It is all about the base. That's the thing. We find that a lot of people on the Invictus stream, they love watching the show.
No rebel. I'm sorry.
That works too well. That works just too well. I gotta give you credit. Yeah, we do find that a lot of people just aren't available to watch, and it is great to have people watching live, but we want some community involvement that is throughout the week, because that's important.
Yeah, we also know that a lot of our viewers are coming from Europe and other places where the time zone makes it impossible to watch while we're live streaming. So this gives an opportunity for you to be involved even when you're not around. But please try to be around.
Yeah. Try to be around. Yeah.
Be around.
I mean, it's not impossible.
Skip work. Don't sleep.
Yeah, skip work. Don't sleep. Do it. Yeah. Agreed. So that's basically a quick rundown. If you guys are welcome now, you've got these resources are posted on the Invictus stream on Facebook.
So again, you can find out what XP you already have.
Yep. We've got links to all 3. You've got your experience points that you have right now that's updated every week before games. You've got the instructions on how to spend experience points in Star Wars, and then you've got the roster, which is basically once you have signed up for a role, then I'll put your name in the roster. And I'll just quickly show you the roster. This is the roster. So as you can see, a guy named Garland Huxley, he wanted to play. He wanted to be involved in the Invictus division, so I signed him up. He wanted his character name to be Dennis Collins, so I
Are we looking at the same thing? Oh, I see. Cool. Senior trooper.
Yeah. Yes, he's a senior trooper, and you've got his influence there. He's got a base of 1, a max of 3, and yeah, so he is in the Invictus division. Yeah, cool. And that's the idea. And if you succeed at a mission, I'll just add, and you are part of the Invictus division, whether or not you actually bolster a roll, whether or not you're just using your base to influence a mission or you're spending experience points, you are still going to earn a certain amount of experience based on the difficulty of the mission.
Cool.
This is crazy good, Justin. Well played.
Thank you, Mycl. It's in depth. My biggest struggle was trying to make it clear to everyone. So as I say, I'm going to be putting out another video that is completely dedicated to
A tutorial.
a tutorial to the Star Wars community role-playing game that we're going to be introducing with Star Wars.
Sounds really cool.
Nice.
Excellent. So if there aren't any further questions,
Is that everything?
that's it.
I'll see. I guess we'll see you around the table.
Guess so.
You're on the table.
Good night,
Thanks
everyone.
again, guys.
Take care.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.